So all in all, the process of putting it together actually wasn't that bad. There are a little bit of points which I think Weber could have done a bit better, like those nuts in the roof and the wheels, like, well, not the wheels, the legs. The legs could have been done a lot better. I mean, that bit just sucked. But it is put together, so let's take a look at it. So this is the inside. As you can see, there's the lid, and it sits on this little stand, so you don't have to put it on the floor, which is kind of cool. But I can understand why people get annoyed with it. Ultimately, if the smoke is coming out over here, it's going to come here and it's going to move towards you. That's just going to suck. So likely what's going to happen is it'll get used like that. And then this will just go over there. So let's talk quickly about this grill. So the grill's got this cool little bits over here. You can take it out like so, and this is where you'd put like your muffin tray or your waffle thing or your cast iron grill. I'd actually like the cast iron grill. If somebody wants to buy that for me, do it. Yeah, I like that part. It does have this cool thing over here, so let's put it in. So you can see you've got these holders for your coal. So if you're trying to do a smoke, which is what I'm probably going to do as the first thing with it, you can actually just put your coals and your wood and everything in there, and then your food that's going to be sitting over here, you don't need to keep moving it, you don't need to take this whole thing out. You just put the things that you need in the side there, you give it a shake about when you need to get the coals out or the ash out, and you're done. When you're done, you just close it. Simple. Okay, I think at the bottom you should be able to see this little propeller system. If I can find the handle, you see, see if we can get it to focus all the way down there. Okay, it wasn't focusing at all, so now we'll just use this without any other grills in it. Okay, so you've got this propeller system at the bottom. It serves two purposes. One, you just squish it about like that, and it'll get all the ash out, and two, you can use it to restrict the airflow from the bottom. Obviously that's full open, full closed, and then as you can see, you can only slightly open it if you need to. Again, that's only really useful if you're going to be smoking or if you want to do like a really long cook. So let's put it back together again. There you go, all back together again. So at the bottom, besides our epic hubcaps, we've got this little pot over here. So this is the piece that controls the propeller on the inside, and then this guy over here, which you just squeeze and pull out, comes with a cable tie. There we go, sorted. This is going to be catching all of the ash and everything that you're going to use the propeller to get out. So that's pretty useful. I mean, it means that you don't need to just pour the ash on the floor and then have to deal with that later. So let's stick that back on. Pretty easy to put on. There you go, see. Simple. So all in all, I'm actually pretty impressed with it. There's some little handles here. And over here. Just to hang stuff on, I guess. So let's take a look at the top. Okay, so there's the lid. The lid's pretty decent. I did see somebody give a review on one of these before, or actually after I bought it, and they said that what they didn't like is the fact that this and this are on opposite sides, and rather they should have been next to each other, and I can kind of see why that would be annoying. So the holes should be above where the food is, so likely the food's going to be in the middle. So either your setup is going to be like this, where you're standing in front and you've got the temperature gauge, like so, and you kind of want to know that temperature if you're doing a long cook, or
you're going to have this. So again, if you're doing a long cook, you're going to want to be controlling this to make sure that your temperature is right, but you need to walk to the back of it now to see the temperature. That kind of sucks. So I think that's a bit of a failing on their part. I'm not sure what they were thinking. I'm not sure if there's any technical problems about why they can't put them next to each other. Like, that thermometer would have been better right over there. So you could do your temperature, check what it is, and then go from there. But it's not. It is what it is, and that's that. So the next thing to do is to get it fired up, and according to the instructions, you need to fire it up red hot for at least half an hour. I'm assuming to get any chemicals that are stuck on it from the manufacturing process off. I'm pretty sure you don't want to be eating that. So I think we'll get that fired up, and then we'll go from there. So it says in the instructions that I need to use it in between the trees. So I hope this counts. That's in between the trees, right? Anyway, we're waiting for it to light up, and then we're just going to pour the coals in and let it burn for half an hour.
1 hour later.
It's been over an hour now, and we've been cooking with the charcoal, and to be honest, I've actually been pretty impressed. I put one of the little Weber kettle charcoal lighters about 3/4 of the way full and let that burn, and then just throw it in and put the lid on, and in an hour it's actually not even burnt all of the charcoal, and it's kept a relatively stable temperature at about 200 degrees Celsius, which would be plenty good for cooking. So you can see that the coals are still there, and there's still plenty for them to burn. So all in all, I mean, I'm pretty impressed with it. So it's time to get something onto the grill, and we'll give it a go. And then in the very near future, I'm going to put something on here that we can cook together. But for now, I got to just try it out, and that way I don't look like a complete buffoon when I burn it the first time.